Hello everyone, I'm Yvonne. I'm a children's librarian here at the Manchester City Library, and you have found our junior craft video that we're going to be putting up every week this summer for our summer reading program as part of our Oceans of Possibility summer reading theme. So if you are in grades 3 through 6, then you are part of our junior crafters. And you are in the right place. If you live in Manchester, you can definitely sign up for our summer reading program and get this bag, which is going to have all of your crafts for weeks 1 through 8 already in there. And then you will come here every week about this time, and we will go over how to make the crafts together. There is a printout that has written instructions, but I thought that it would be fun for us to put it together here so that if you are confused about a step, hopefully being able to go back and rewatch it will be helpful. This also means that if this is sometime after June 20th, which is when we are starting, if this is a few weeks after, it's okay. Like I said, if you were in grades 3 through 6 and you live in Manchester, you can still sign up, come to the library, get this bag, and you can still do this craft because it will be in your bag and this video will still be up. So if you think that making a pirate spyglass that is collapsible just looks super fun and you really wanted to do it with us with our bag of supplies, it's okay. You can still sign up, get your bag of supplies, come back and do it. If any of you watching are not in grades 3 through 6, we do have a summer reading program for everyone. We have 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten if you are under 3. If you are over 6th grade, we have teen and adult programs. And if you're in between 3 and 3rd grade, then we do have children's crafts and a whole other children's craft bag that is also available. So you are covered if you live in Manchester. If you do not live in Manchester and you still want to watch the video, that's totally fine. We don't mind at all. So I hope that everyone will enjoy. If you have a bag, go ahead and pull out week number 1. It is labeled. And we are going to need a few things from home, including scissors, a tape and or glue, and any decorating materials that you would like. So go ahead, grab those things, meet me back here, and then we'll get started. All right, everyone. So inside of our kit, we are going to find 3 cardboard tubes. We are going to find 3 pieces of silvery shiny paper, and we are also going to find 4 pieces or strips of black paper. Now for this, we're also going to need some tape. We're going to need some scissors. You can also use some glue instead of tape. You can also use some coloring materials or stickers or some other decoration for your spyglass. I'm just going to go ahead and make a plain spyglass just so that I can show you how it's done, but you guys have as much fun as you want to. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to take our cardboard tubes, and we're actually going to cut a line through them long ways. So if you want to do any decorating on the inside of your spyglass, now would be the time because we do have it open. So if you want to put any, like, I don't know, pictures are in there or just anything, or even just paint it all black inside, now would be the time. Otherwise, what we're going to do is take the first cardboard tube. This is going to be the largest section of our spyglass. And we are going to tape one side of it so that it is a little bit more narrow than the widest. So we're going to start here. And this side, I'm just going to tape just about the same as where it was. So they're just touching. And then on this side, we're going to overlap this end just a little bit. Okay. And the more that you overlap, the more of a triangle shape your entire spyglass is going to end up being. So you can decide how much you want to overlap it, but just remember that you're going to have to overlap more every single time you do it. All right, so the next step is to tape our silver paper. And this is actually sticky on the back side. So we're going to peel it off just like a sticker. And I'm going to roll my cardboard tube in the silver paper. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut strips down the extra silver paper. So I'm not going to cut into the cardboard, but I am just going to cut down like this and sort of fringe around, making a cut every like half an inch. If you want, you can definitely get an adult to help you do this part if you need. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to tuck these, the ends that we've just fringed down into the spyglass. Of course, you can trim them to make them shorter if you want, but I'm just going to do the easy way. Okay, and I'm going to repeat for this end here. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our second section of our spyglass, and we need to make it small enough to fit into our first section. So we can kind of roll this up a little bit and put it inside and let it go. And that is about as big as we need it to be. So I'm going to go ahead and tape this first section. And then we need to make the back section a little bit smaller. All right, one way to double check is if you have your first section, the wide side and the narrow side, and you have your second section, the wide side and the narrow side, and to sort of drop it in to see that it fits okay and isn't going to like slide right out. I think that's okay. So what I'm going to do is, just like the first section, I'm going to now wrap this in silver, then snip the edges in and tuck them in. Just a repeat of what we did for the first one. So now we've got our first section and our second section, and we are just going to do the exact same thing for our third section. All right? All right, so now we have all three of our pieces. So what we're going to do is we're going to put them together. So we've got our widest one. I'm going to go ahead. And then our narrowest. All right. So we've got the beginnings of our spyglass. And you guys, remember, can add more decoration if you want. I'm just going to use the strips that we have in our kit. So I have my spyglass. Oh no. Here we go. I have my spyglass open. And I'm going to start by wrapping the largest in paper. So what I'm going to do, since I'm using tape, I'm going to go ahead and line this up along the outside. And I'm just going to put a little bit of tape there and wrap it around. And you can trim it off here and tape it again, or like I'm gonna do is just wrap it all the way. And then we're going to repeat that here. So at the bottom of the first tube. Okay, and then I'm going to add the last two bands at the end of the second tube and then the end of the third tube. All right, so here we are, our very own collapsible spyglass for our very first week of our summer reading program, Oceans of Possibility, this year. I do want to say that it can be a little bit easy to like pull out your spyglass too far. So what I might suggest doing is when you pull it out pretty far is if you get a marker or a pen or an adult to help you with a marker and a pen and just draw a line of where you should stop pulling. I found that can be pretty helpful so that you don't have to keep like putting it back together as you play. All right, I hope that you enjoy. All right, everyone, I want to thank you for joining me for this week's junior craft sessions. That is grades 3 through 6 from our Oceans of Possibilities summer reading program. I really hope that you enjoyed, and I want to remind you guys, not only can you still sign up for our summer reading program all through this summer, but when you do, you will get the kit with all of our crafts in it. So even if you sign up after this craft session, so after the first week, you can still get the kit with the week 1 craft in it and come back and rewatch this video and do the crafts then. That's totally fine because we want you to be able to do all of the fun things that go with our summer reading program. I also want to remind everyone that if you are reading for the summer reading program this summer, to log your minutes in Read Squared because you want to use all of your reading to get the raffle tickets for all of the cool summer prizes that we have. We also have a lot of cool stuff to do in the children's room, including a mermaid search to help a mermaid who has lost her friend and all of her stuff, and that is at both the Manchester City Library and at the West Branch. And we also have some missions in Read Squared, and those missions are going to include some of the fun things we have at the library, some of the programming that we have at the library, as well as some fun things that you and your family and your friends can do on your own this summer that will get you extra points and extra tickets for the summer reading. So I hope that you guys check out that, as well as some book suggestions that we have put together on Read Squared, just in case that you have done this spyglass craft and are inspired. We definitely have a Pirates summer reading list, as well as just some really fun other book suggestions. In either case, I hope to see you all next week, where we will be working on our next craft together right here online. All right, until then, bye!